Collier. I'm a Microsoft Teams MVP, and I work in the UK for a consultancy called CPS, where we help clients all around the country help with their Microsoft Teams installations. What this presentation is about is what typically happens when I get to meet a new client is you get this story that we'd love you to come and help us with Teams. It's not quite working how we thought it would do. We turned it all on. Everyone got really enthusiastic, but it's not quite right. Could you come and have a look at it and help us figure out what's happening there? So I go and have a look at it, and typically, it looks something like this. It's the Wild West of self-service environments. Utter chaos is happening inside there. Typically, organizations have been historically organized and ordered with things like SharePoint, but Teams always didn't want to be like that. Teams wanted to be open and free and people to create stuff as themselves. We had to talk about these flat structures. Flat structures don't make things as organized as hierarchical structures, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. So what does this lead to? What does this chaos that I see lead to? Well, when I speak to the users, these are all real comments I've seen from users. So the top one was the first people who used Teams. This was a council. They're a sports department. They created a team for finance, for their finance. Now the real finance department would like to have that name. It's gone. It's been taken. More teams than users. Files disappearing. Teams typically are normally private rather than open. Only people inside the team can see it. It's now disappeared from your entire corporate data set. Your search won't find those files anymore. Creating more teams. I've got 2 teams. Can you merge them? Bad news. No, you can't merge teams. There's no feature for that yet. We have the same teams as our SharePoint site. The files are different. Can we fix them all together? Well, we can do a few things to help, but again, you created 2 structures. Private channels announced this week. Can you imagine the chaos private channels will also cause as people start using it without control? The end result of all of this is that people don't feel that they're actually using Teams, or they're not actually getting what they wanted out of the platform. What we need is to bring some order and some structure to it. So the approach that I like to use, or the approach that I take with people, is really in 2 steps. I'm going to talk you through both of these today. What I don't like being is police. It's not really my job to go around. I've seen Westerns. The sheriffs get shot a lot. It doesn't work out really well for anyone to be in that game. And it's just a shootout. What you want to do is make it so that people, firstly, don't have the need or don't feel the requirement to create as many teams. They understand how they're using the system in the first place. Then secondly, you can turn on some system settings, which I'll go through inside the service, just to sort of enforce that for you. Again, you personally aren't responsible. It's, the computer says you have to do it this way. I'm sorry, it's how it works. So, to talk about structure, this is a very small example of what you often see. Jane probably was the first person who used Teams. Her team was really good. So she created a team, and it was really working great. So Rob copied her, and Rob created his team. Jane and Rob were actually part of the same organizational unit, same part of the business. Therefore, their management team said, well, we'll do this as well. So they created a team. They've got some projects, so they created project teams. Somebody created something really specific, which was just confusing. There always is one like that. And then there's always a finance team. There's always at least 10 different finance teams being created in Teams. The problem is, all that happens is you just keep adding onto that structure. It never actually gets organized. What you really need to do is take a step back and think about, well, actually, which of these things should be Teams and which of them shouldn't be? What you really want to get to with that structure is something like this. So how about that whole organization, that division? Does it need to have each of these things as individual teams? Could it have one larger team and then have maybe a management channel inside of it, which might be a private channel? That will keep it, so give it the protection they need. Rob and Jane can have their teams in it. We can put finance in there. And then also, we can take our client site and our project, and we can see if we can associate that with the team in some way. So we can build up a structure. And what we're trying to do here is when the next requirement comes along, the next user of the set, they load their teams, and they can see where it needs to go. Oh yeah, it's within this organization. I probably need a channel inside there. Or it's going to be another project. I can see what projects are doing. People aren't actually just maliciously trying to create thousands of teams. They'd like to be more organized, but we typically, when you gave them nothing to start with, everything was just a new requirement. It's also very difficult. So, for Jane and Rob, it's probably very difficult for them when they start, for them to think about, actually, I'll make this a big team for my entire division. It's just natural for people to start at, I'm just going to do my one little functional group. But that only gets you so far. Ultimately, this will get you to something even bigger. You'll get to some kind of structure of different divisions inside your organization. You'll have different projects, and you'll have different teams. You'll have associations between them. This is really how your business structure actually works. It has these functions, then it has elements that sit in between it. Now, getting to this structure is quite hard. As I said before, there's no merging, there's no copying of teams. You have to tough it out a bit. Find the teams which are the biggest, the most active, or the hardest to move. Maybe you could promote them up into being a larger team. You can migrate files. SharePoint's great at moving files now from one site to another. What you can't do is anything much with the conversations that exist there. But you really need to get that sponsorship with those users to allow you to do it. The other bit which I wanted to show you is, for those of you who've used Teams before, these links, these don't exist in Teams. Teams, it's a flat structure. You don't get a hierarchy. But I think it's essential to creating this organization. And what I like to have is what I call directories. So within my larger team, I want to have a directory of all of the projects or all of the clients that actually sit around it. And an easy way for people in the large team to see the projects and stuff that sit around. So what I want to do is show you a couple of examples of how I can put a directory together inside teams that will work in that space. Have I done the wrong one? I have. There we go. OK, so here's my team. This is a large team for a made-up shopping mall, Starcourt Mall. Some of you might recognize the names in my tenant. We've got lots of channels used for all sorts of different things. I did a session on this yesterday about large channels. By all means, go and check on that. Within here, I've got a team for projects. So my projects team, this is in that big blue circle, is going to have a list of the smaller teams. And what I'm using is the world's least popular tab, the Wiki tab. So on my Wiki tab, I can easily create a table. I can easily put in links to project managers, to actual team names. And then these become active. And I can actually say, well, actually, I want to find from here. I want to go and see that team. It jumps me straight across into the team. So it's just that's the sort of absolute zero-level, simple way to create that structure. So use a Wiki tab, put some sort of tables in it. You can make it as fancy as you like. So if you think about moving up a level, OK, what if I want to do something a little bit more than that? If you've only got like 30 projects, that might be fine to do it. What if I've got a more complicated data structure? So in this case, I've got a second here, which is the store clients. So as a mall, they have lots of clients who work for them. I have lots of stores who take franchises. What I've used here is a SharePoint list. So I've just taken a regular SharePoint list. It's housed in that team. Sat behind it, the SharePoint list, I've used some of the tricks in SharePoint to do formatting as tiles. That all works quite beautifully. Because it's SharePoint, it's pretty simple. You can come up here and do things like hit the filter button and say, actually, I just want to see stores on the upper floor. You can build all that kind of categories and structures into it pretty easily. What's also quite nice is because it's SharePoint, I can easily do things like triggering workflows. So I can use this as a source for people to request new teams. If I'm going to administrate teams, I'll create them, but I'll give you a nice place to request them. So what I've done on my SharePoint list here is I've used Power Apps to customize the new store form. So let's create a new store. Let's call it test. Let's choose from where it's going to be. It's going to be a food court. The owner will be Dustin. Some description in there. Hit save on that. So that's now saved a record into that SharePoint list. That SharePoint list is also connected to a Microsoft Flow. Automate, Flow, I don't know, one of those sorts of things. Now, in my case, my flow is sending it to me for approval before I'm going to create that team. And you can see I've got a message here from the Flowbot. I've got an actionable card posted in here from Flow to say, new sign's been created, these were the categories, this is what you want to do. So in this slightly manual example, okay, maybe I'll go off and I'll actually just go and create that team. Once I've created it, let me use this one as an example. I will copy the link, get a link to team, that's the one. I'm going to come back to my Flow message. I'd say, right, I've now done it, I'll approve it, and I'm going to put the link into the comments. My Flow will now write that link back into the SharePoint list, so that card will link me to the right place in the team. So again, that's another simple level of doing it, but gives you a little bit more automation, gives you the ability to use Flow for that actual automation bit. It has a flaw, though, and the flaw you might live with, you might not live with, but let me show you what it is. So if I come back to my directory, because of the way SharePoint here is a tab inside Teams, Teams isn't actually actively aware of the SharePoint content. So when I click on something, it actually has to bounce out to a browser. Let's click on this one. And then back into Teams for me to get that navigation thing. Because for my SharePoint tab, I have to open it out there, and then it bumps me back into it that way. So it's not the most graceful thing, but it's not bad. There is a third option, which I'm not going to demo to you today because it takes custom code and custom development, but it's something we've built for some of our clients where we actually build our own custom tab in Teams, which has all of those hooks in to do the direct kind of navigation. You can then build out more extensive workflows. We can even automate the processes to actually create the team to use templates. None of that's really there in base product anymore. Microsoft Graph allows you to do it, so it's quite easy to automate on top of it, but it's a step up from simple administration. But if you look at my blog, you'll find some helpful articles that'll help you with some of that stuff as well. So let me come back onto here. So that was the creating the structure, and the structure to me comes first because that takes away the need for people to create too many teams. What we can also think is, well, okay, what can we rule? What policies can we use? Now, nearly all the policies relating to teams creation are the same policies that apply to group creation. The group creation policies come in Azure AD P1. So it's an Azure AD premium feature. If you've got EMS licenses, if you've got Microsoft 365 licenses, you probably have it already. But let's just walk through what we get in P1. Firstly, you can control through Azure AD who's allowed to create a team. The way the licensing works there is you can turn your global administrators and your teams administrators always can. Your users, you can say yes or no. If you want to say actually just one group of people are allowed to, then the people in that group need to be licensed. So you don't need to have your whole organization licensed if it's only some people that should. It's the people inside it need to have these Azure AD licenses. That's very useful. I used to work a long time ago for a retailer. We had 70,000 shop floor staff, 5,000 senior staff who would create teams. You don't want to buy the licenses for 70,000 in that case. Next up, expiry. Group expiry works perfectly well with Teams. I'll show you it later. You set up a policy. It's pretty straightforward. How many days until the team gets rid of? You get an extra email address, so if all the team owners have disappeared, notify my help desk and we'll deal with it. And then you get this to choose which teams it applies to. Now, this control used to be really fiddly to use. And the reason it was fiddly is when you're turning it on for the first time, typically all your teams are exactly older than your time limit anyway. And so you have that day when your whole organization, all your team's owners, all get expiries on the same day. You get help desk impact from that. You get they'll approve it, and then again in 180 days' time, they all get it again, and you get all that sort of help desk impact. What's fantastic is it's now fixed, as of just really recently. And it's fixed because the expiry now considers the activity inside the team. So it looks at whether conversations and files are being shared inside that team, and that auto-renews the team. So when you turn this on, your active teams just won't know anything about it. It's really only those teams which were created, are no longer active, they will start getting the notifications, they start getting that expiry, and that also spreads it out over time, so you don't get what was a really hard problem. We used to do them in batches to avoid, and that was a very laborious way of doing it. Classifications. So classifications is pretty simple control at the moment. You literally use some PowerShell to say, I'm just going to have a label on these teams, public, internal, confidential. You can put in the text that's going to appear next to it. But this, again, helps you understand why that team exists and gives you more information about the team and makes them be a little more accountable for it. What we've seen here at Ignite, they've announced the next generation of classifications is where labeling can be applied to teams, and that can actually control settings inside it. It's not out just yet, but it's not far away. But that's going to be even better. At the moment, they're just literally labels, and the name appears inside the team. Naming policies. So naming policies, I'm not always sure about, and it depends on the organization. The one policy which I find does work in some organizations is where you take the department and you append it onto you have the name and then you put dash department, and that gives you a clue as to who owns. This is finance dash sportswear department, not just finance department. What it does is it takes the department name from the person who's creating the team. So you have to do this in a full self-service. If you were doing it, it'd just say, I don't know, IT group or whatever your role and function is at the end of it. It's also a little complicated. If you're an admin, it doesn't apply this naming policy. So you can spend a lot of time setting it up, thinking you've got it right, trying it out, it's not working. And then you have to realize, I have to use an account that's not an admin before it applies. You can get quite sophisticated with it. I think sophisticated just detracts from the value of the names inside teams. People like simple names. So yeah, I tend to put department on the end. And then the final trick that we do is, obviously Teams is built upon the shoulders of everything else in Office 365. So sitting underneath Teams is a SharePoint site. If it's a SharePoint site, I can use SharePoint features with it. So SharePoint has the concept of site designs and site scripts, and there's some useful stuff that I can do in the site design and site script to make my team work better. Now, a key scenario that I use this for is adding permissions to the SharePoint site. So I talked about that, all the files have got disappeared into these private teams. I can create a site design which puts another group with view access onto the team. So I can make that a default. So again, what I tend to do is if you imagine my structure, I had my big team at the top. I take its members as viewers of the smaller teams. Now, it doesn't give them access to the team. They don't get access to the conversations and channels, but search will then work for them through that structure. So I can actually apply one group to the thing, create my SharePoint content is there for there, my documents don't get lost. So let me show you, see how I'm doing. Oh, not bad. If I just switch back here. Okay, so I'm going to create a team. I'm going to create a private team. So now I'm going to give it a name. As you can see here, I know it's very small. It's telling me that it's going to put dash marketing after it because my user account is in the department dash marketing. So I've already set that policy up. I've also set a bad word policy. So I want to limit certain phrases. As you can probably tell, I'm from the UK, so I've banned the use of this particular word because it's just an embarrassment to everyone concerned. You see, if I try and save it, name can't control Brexit. Oh, I can't change it at all now. All right. Create my team. Thank you. Skip. Okay, now let me see if I can get straight from my team into SharePoint. Not yet. Normally a second. There we go. So as I jump into SharePoint, I can see the site designs applying to my team now. This happens because I've made it a default site design. And as in a few seconds that site design finishes, there it's done. Let's refresh to see the changes. And my site design is actually, I've put a cool Teams-looking theme on top of SharePoint. I've done some stuff to tidy up things I don't like, old-fashioned bits of SharePoint I don't like showing to people. I've added it to a hub, so it's now joined. Actually, my big team is also a hub site, so I've joined it to that hub site. And if I look at my site permissions, you can see that the members of my big site are now readers of this child site, and that was all done through the site design. So thank you very much. That's what I've got to show you. Hopefully you found that useful. Hopefully that can help you make some sort of peace and tranquility within your team's environment without having a big gunfight. Thank you very much.